Christine's gonna give me the thumbs up.
I will. We're ready.
All right, welcome everyone. This is the regular monthly meeting for the board meeting for the Tioga County Industrial Development Agency. It's Wednesday, August 2nd, 2023 at 4:32. The meeting is hereby called to order. Christine, could I have a roll call, please?
Jen Checarelli.
Yeah.
Kevin Gillette. Tracy Manell.
Yeah.
Eric Knowles.
Here.
Don Ward.
Yeah.
Mary Chapman.
Yes. We have no privilege of the floor this evening. The first item on the agenda is approval of the minutes. Can I please have a motion to approve the July board meeting minutes?
So moved.
Second, please.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Moving on to the financials. We had a correction today. Thanks for sending that out, Christine.
You're welcome.
John, do you have any comments? Are we making tons of money? Everything's good?
I was gonna say, if you want to talk about that stuff, no. The opposite. But
There are some things that are looking off.
Empire State Development money comes in and all of a sudden it will like be about break even. That's just, that'd be good.
All right, seeking a motion to acknowledge the financials, please.
That motion.
Can I have a second? Thank you. All in favor?
Right.
Opposed? Thank you. Moving on to economic development and planning. Hello, everybody. That happens quick.
Good one.
So, quick rundown, Village of Owego Downtown Revitalization Initiative, DRI administration. Christine has for you the proposed memo of understanding. That the county was looking for something in writing that we could, have recorded to show what that breakdown of that, the funds are. To recall, this board agreed to 95% of those funds going back to the county and 5% to stay with the IDA, so that you have in your packet there, I think Christine gave you what's being proposed as a memo of understanding that explains that. It's been reviewed by the county attorney and approved. We're looking at having a resolution for the legislature to pass authorizing legislative Chair Sauerbrey's signature on that agreement as well. And so I think, where do you guys stand with that? Christina, I've lost track. Did we have permission here already, or?
We reviewed it last month. Everyone gave a motion for agenda sign final version. Let's Joe.
Okay.
Yeah, we're ahead of the game.
Okay,
We're
good.
good.
So once we get the all clear from the county, then that'll be, Christine will get that around for Jen's signature.
Okay.
The latest call for projects, 5 new projects are all underway, moving along. We have 2 restore projects being managed through our office. One is for Fuddy Duddies, that was a 1.8 million, and one for Tioga Trails for 1 million. Working with the developer on both of those. They're progressing through the initial paperwork. We also have a CDBG grant that's in partnership with Racker, and still looking at a completion date of the neighborhood of for June of 24. So that again, Brett and Megan have been working closely with Racker on the required paperwork associated with that grant source as well. Village of Waverly, New York Forward, a $4.5 million award. We have been meeting with the local planning committee, as well as there's been one community engagement session, all very well attended. Looking to have call for projects out, which are all due now by August 15th. Once those projects have all been submitted, the local planning committee will start through the process of, vetting them and figuring out, what of those we'd like to include in the investment plan that will go to the state for review. Also in the Village of Waverly, that potential housing project is going to be delayed until the spring funding round due to some challenges around the property itself that need to be cleaned up, and we're not, this round is due this month and just not going to get resolved before that. Again, the developer is interested in continuing but it will be delayed until spring before they can make an application on that one. Town of Nichols broadband project is complete. Fiber is available now to 800 addresses, 34 miles of fiber has been installed, and 300 customers have been connected so far.
Wow.
So that was tremendously successful. And I can't thank the county enough and the town for agreeing to use some ARPA funds toward that effort, and it's just been the state with the Connect All, it's just been like the perfect storm, so. Southern Tier Network was great to work with, that went smoothly, so.
Did you switch to that?
Way, yeah, it's good.
You like it?
Love it,
Good.
especially love the monthly bill,
Yeah,
$40 a month.
wow.
So, yeah, it's great. Land Bank continues to have discussions with a potential developer around the Liberty Street properties. And also the Candor, New York Main Street project is near completion, really final paperwork now, final environmental work being done, and wrapping that up. Megan is wrapping that up. Workforce development, Sean's been busy with talent supply table meetings. He's looking to set up a big meeting the end of this month for all partners to kind of talk about, what our progress has been. And he continues to push for a partnership with Broome Tioga Workforce. It's been a little challenging, but he continues to really work at creating some sort of a partnership there. Planning, countywide strategic plan is going forward. Legislative meeting, the legislators have met with the consultants, and the department heads will be meeting with the consultants tomorrow as you continue to move that forward. And the hazard mitigation plan upgrade or update is ongoing as well. Sustainability management, Alan is continuing to work with municipalities and e-waste events. They've been tremendously successful so far, helping the municipalities and our residents have a place for their electronic waste. So she's done a really great job there. She worked with the chamber on providing a lunch and learn event for businesses to learn about Evolve charging stations at their businesses. There seems to be a lot of interest there. That was well attended. And she is working on updating the solid waste management plan as well. Tourism, hotel, motel tax local law renewal is due. That is renewed every 3 years. And it's been recommended by Becca that we maintain the current tax at 4%, which is the same as others around our region. So we're going to continue again. Looks like it's making its way through the legislative process because that is a local law. So we're working through that. And the presentations given, we'll just see, talk about that, but she'll be presenting at the Lenders Roundtable that we're doing in partnership again with the Chamber, and also working with the Greater Valley Chamber on a business owner funding session on August 31st as well.
Lenders roundtables next week, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
We have, Elaine's going to get an update,
23.
23 participants for the lenders, and 29, I think she said, for there's also a nonprofit session that I think she's got a good response for that.
Morning and afternoon. Full day. Chamber. So what is next? Christine Curtis, you're on the agenda.
So we did submit an application for Reed Brook Meads on July 14th. Haven't heard results yet, but hoping for a positive outcome there. Again, that would support his equipment purchases and allow his expansion to ready-to-eat needs and larger headcount capacity. Soil and Water is, I believe, submitted the application today for our Blodgett Road project, and she revised the calculation, so our match would likely be 66,500 instead of 80,000. So our match went down. We have a update regarding the railroad from their Jim Conway, who handles their outreach to gain new business. We advise that Upstate Shredding is going to be a customer again. They have ordered 100 cars a month. Norfolk Southern has made some progress in providing gondolas for them. So their Norfolk Southern is committing to sending at least 50 cars a week, and we'll try to get 100 cars a week. And whatever they can get, Adam said he will fill. So we're hoping revenue comes back up.
Wow, that's great news.
I came down Talcott Street the other day, and there was a train going through there. And I'm like, looking at it, I'm like, that white's been stopped, but it's going toward the shredder. Like, what the hell is going on? They were taking it off the siding. They backed that thing up, and it was like 70 cars long. It seemed like backed it all the way up and then pulled it back down.
Wow.
And I had to wait the whole time.
There was a bunch of strung up along 38.
Yeah.
And
That's more.
that's where they are at this point, of where they're actually starting to get the cars. But there's still an issue with switching with Norfolk Southern. So they're getting the cars, they're filling the cars, they're gonna have to hold them a little bit, as you're saying, until they actually do the switching with the NS, but they're starting to make progress with that. And there's more.
There's more. So he's talking to a CIG Logistics, a company in Texas, who's a transload company. They are looking to set up a location out this way, and he kind of convinced them away from a neighboring county, and they're going to look at the Owego yard. So Leanne and I offered to participate in that meeting. He said he'd like our attendance there, and we'll be receiving monthly updates from Jim on all progress as it pertains to our revenue. So we'll keep you updated.
You're just a big ray of sunshine today, isn't you?
I'm trying. And we have a really short agenda, so you guys can go enjoy the real side too. Let's see, what do we have here? Sales tax exemption, Weagle Gardens 2 and Robinson's figures haven't changed lately. Those will be closing out soon. Best Bev, we have a letter of request explaining their overage and sales tax exemption and requesting us to authorize a new total estimated sales tax exemption. So the bottom line is they're asking for 1.619 million roughly in sales tax exemptions based on anticipated expenses of 20,246,000 and change. So give you a minute. If anybody has questions, let me know.
I would point out that more than anything in the letter, quoting Pennsylvania, transferring capacity to labor,
Nope.
which didn't see anybody lose, but they see the potential here. Nobody spends $20 million.
Not very many people move from PA to New York.
No.
This is true.
Usually goes the other way.
What do we need to do?
So we have a resolution we're seeking to asking you to approve. It authorizes this increase to a total of $1,619,751.28 as the total sales tax exemption figure.
What is it before?
It was 362,360. So
We should talk about, shaking.
Yeah, because they were way over last, and they've been providing you reports, right? Because what are they up to now?
yeah, they're, I finally got their first report right before our last meeting, and that's when we realized they were already over the authorized amount. So they have, at that point, last month, they spent $13,395,675.
And the initial spend is not close to that.
No, originally they said $4,529,000. 500,
Gonna spend 20 million.
yes.
Yeah.
Or the
I
reason
mean, a
for that
multiplier
was-
of 5
the
makes
reason
sense.
for that.
Yeah.
You know what it-
I think it, Eric, I think it's your lovely personality. It's drawn them across the border there.
You're muted.
You're on
Muted.
mute.
You sound so good.
They weren't super crazy about putting in a new wastewater treatment session. I gotta tell you that. That was a big to-do down here, but they made the commitment to do it. And that's 3.5 million, to upgrade that end of the sewer place. So their commitment's real. I mean, that place is moving, so.
Yeah.
They've been doing everything they said they were gonna do. They've just gutted that entire place and there's concrete flying all over and they're moving, so. I think it's a positive development.
Great.
They're operating.
It is.
Yeah, good news there.
Any other
So-
questions?
So we need to make a resolution to approve this change.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
I'll have a motion. How about a second? All in favor? Opposed? Thank you. It's a good thing.
Thank you. Just so you know, their fee will increase $2,661.11. Not that much, but we'll invoice them.
Isn't that a tier?
Yeah, I should have printed this out for all of you, but this is the fee schedule. So they, we were,
It was a good news. Yeah.
under the prior, we were charging them 0.5%, now we're charging 0.125% of the total purchased goods.
Mhm.
They were all in that half a point, is there,
Yeah, they were under 5 million originally.
right?
Best Buy, we do have fully executed pilot agreement extension amendment on file. And Joe is coordinating with their attorney to finalize up whether or not a new lease back is required. Not, so we're all set.
As long as the assessor is, she's. We can chat tomorrow.
Study and the Raymond Hadley water capacity study, both are moving along as expected. And we have RFPs out, so we'll have proposals coming in by this Friday for the ARC grant application for the 240,000 square foot buildings on Buck Road. ARC required that we get multiple proposals, so we're getting those in. And we can sign a contract and get that study moving as well. And we're still anticipating the ESD refund by August 19th for the water tank fund.
You have items for executive session, correct, Jim? Can I have a motion to move to executive session? That's true.
Second.
All in favor?